Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today we're going on a little field trip. We're going over to Michael's and I do have story time to tell with the Michael's because I went to two different locations and I had zero luck at the location that I generally have really good luck with. But before we get into that, let's go take a little field trip to my closest Michael's. Alright, here we are at Michael's looking at all the new yarns that they have. So these are Karen Chunky Cakes. They're not my favorite, but they're cute and they have some really cute colors. So I'm giving you just a quick little once over. These are the new colors of the macchiato cakes, which have a little wool in them, which I will show in greater detail later in the video. But oh my god, I fell in love with this color, so I'm going to pass it off to a little man who is going to carry it for me in just a moment. Here are some of the colors that my local store has. There are colors missing from my local store that I have seen online of all of the cakes I'm going to show you. These are the new smash cakes. Oh my god, I'm so in love with them. The colors are amazing. And they have a little bit of zebra striping. Again, I will go into greater detail on these later in the video. Look at that. Oh, hold this, Luke. Yeah, see, I passed one off to little man because, you know. I'm going to be real honest. This drawer that I'm about to pull out, I almost bought that green and blue one because it's so pretty. So pretty. I also really like the blue one down here. Oof. Wowza, right? This is a little swatch of the one I purchased that you will see. That's what it looks like worked up. Come on, pan up, Jen. I was trying to see the blue. Alright, apparently I did a bad job. And these are the new anniversary slice of anniversary cake. So they're smaller than the big giant ones. What I love is they have solids to go with them, which is brilliant. Right? Solid to go with the anniversary cake. Because we know that a solid look at the way these worked up. Oh, I want that one. I want to make so many new things. This is just down the regular aisle. So these are some of the older cakes that have been around for a little while. I almost bought those the other day. The baby cakes in the pastel-y baby colors because they're so cute. So I'm walking down the aisle. I wanted to get a peek-see and Posh Pearl and new colors. What? You'll see those in a greater detail. See the new colors? They're more bold. I didn't even see that pink on top of there. And then I found two balls of Big Twist on the other end of the store, and someone was hiding them. There used to be 4 pink in there. Somebody hid some. All right, see, as you can see, I have my little basket carrier. And this is at a different store entirely. They only have one color. All right, so now since I recorded it, but I didn't do the voiceover for that clip, I might repeat myself, so prepare. And I honestly don't remember what I filmed because that was yesterday when I went to Michael's. So I actually do have 2 bags from Michael's. Both of these bags, well, this bag itself was gifted. My daughter, she spoils her mom, okay? She's such a beautiful person inside and out. She saw this at Home Goods, I think, and she said I had to have it. And it's so Jen. It's big. It's a perfect Halloween bag. What's in here, she picked up on her trip to Michael's. And what's in here was the trip you just saw to Michael's. Now, before I show you the lusciousness that is inside of here and what I bought and what she bought for me, I'm going to say that I have 3 Michael's within driving distance to me. I'm going to put my eyeballs on so I can actually see what I'm doing today. I'm going to move some stuff out of my way from the last time I filmed and I didn't put anything away yet, but that's okay. It's alright. That's how Cinnamon Stitches rolls. That's a cinnamon roll, if you will. So, this is a project I'm working on that will hopefully be ready next week to show you. There, I have a clean desk. It's fantastic. Oh, I have almost a clean desk. I have working space. So, I kept getting posts in the Facebook group, the Cinnamon Stitches Facebook group, that people were finding big twisted Michaels. They were finding new anniversary cakes called a slice of anniversary cake, or an anniversary slice, whatever. It's a smaller version of the same yarn that's in the anniversary cakes. Personally love that because I bought 2 anniversary cakes, which are like this big. I made an entire cardigan. Somewhere on my floor is what I'm doing with the leftovers. No, it's not. I may have packed that box away. I may have packed it away. Because it's... Yeah. It was in an Aldi's box bag. I may have packed it. Because I knew I wasn't going to work on it. So I had 2 anniversary cakes, which are this big. They're huge balls. It's a 5-weight. So it's like... I made my Sandy cardigan, which is a tutorial here on the channel, with the 2 balls alternating the colors. Then I had so much left over, I had enough to make a blanket. So I started a blanket, I don't know, 8 months ago. And I worked on it and I realized I don't really want to work on this anymore. So I put it in a box bag from Aldi's, I believe. And I set it aside and I have not touched it. Side note, Jen does not like having whips. My mental health is like, you have to finish what you start. This is things that have been drilled into me since I was a little girl. My dad specifically. You finish what you started. You're not a quitter. You see it through till the end. Finish what you started. I mean, just, oh my God. His voice is so loud in my head. And so, that's why when I'm working on something, even if I don't like it, I finish it. I see it through because my dad is in my head screaming at me. Right? I am working really hard to deprogram myself. I'm doing the work. And I'm going to tell you that it is evident by the amount of whips that I currently have. And I'm allowing myself to either quit or pause on something. And if I don't see joy in it, and this is the real hard part, is cut and run. Because generally my brain is like, frog it out, save the yarn. I cut it, I put what yarn I want to save aside, or I donate the whole project. Because somewhere, someone is going to go, that is worth the time to frog it. I like that yarn. I know because I've done that. I've bought things from thrift stores or creative reuse stores, and I've been like, why did they abandon this project? They probably died, or they hated it. And I frog it back and I have this beautiful yarn. I am, for the first time probably in my life, making decisions on whether I want to finish it or not. Not just hearing his voice scream. Now, the back of my doors here, you can see there's bags hanging. They are whips. There's, well, 2 of them are projects I haven't started yet. I balled up the yarn and I put them in a bag with the intention of starting them. But there's, I'm going to say 3 or 4 whips up there. A whip is a work in progress, okay? I have the anniversary cake blanket that I haven't finished. That's a current whip, but it's probably in storage in the big closet. I have the Halloween blanket, which is right here. That is a work in progress. I have this, which is a work in progress. I have the neon rainbow blanket, which is a work in progress. I feel like a new woman because I'm not torturing myself with finish it, work your fingers to the bone till it's done. That is so freeing to me. Now, back to the yarn, back to Michael's. So normally my local Michael's is really, really bad. It's always empty, messy, there's never any workers, and I've complained countless times on the channel about my local Michael's store being so bad. I'm not the only one that feels that way because some of you guys are local to me and also have expressed your great disdain with my specific local Michael's store. Now I have a store in Culpeper, which is about an hour drive from my house. And they are a beautiful, clean store. they don't generally get new yarns in, like at all. And I don't know why that is. And then there's one up north from us, which is in Stafford County, and that one always gets the new yarn. And they're very clean, and there's a lot of people on the floor, and it's just a nice store, okay? The Fredericksburg store, oh, it's bad. I hate it. So I went up to Stafford thinking Stafford is for sure going to have this yarn. And they had a bunch of boxes they were unloading. So I went and asked the worker, and I was very nice and polite to her. And I told her, I was like, listen, I'm an influencer, and people are telling me this and that. And I was like, I'm just wondering, do you have this in any of the boxes, these specific yarns? She said, no, unfortunately we don't, but we have a big giant truck of yarn coming next week. I was like, well, then I will be back. And then we discussed for a while, and I was explaining to her about the local Fredericksburg store had some of these yarns, but they only had like one of this and one of that. They didn't have a whole lot. And she told me something that blew my mind that did not seem to make sense at all. That the Fredericksburg store is like the top 3 or the top 5, she couldn't recall, top selling stores in Virginia. What? Because there's never, what are they selling? What are they selling? There's never anything on any of the shelves anywhere in the store. Even the Halloween stuff like came in and it's been half empty. What are they selling? What are they selling? Are they laundering money? Because I would like to know that. Because they're cooking the books. Something ain't right with that picture. And then she also explained to me about the disarray in the stores is that Michael's corporate hired this company to come in and get things situated. That's my word, situated. Because of all the product they have coming in from the closeout sales. So it's like Michael's was as excited about Joann's and Party City closing as some of the rest of us. And they went shopping and they're like, oh, now we got to hire somebody to help us deal with the mess. So she was full of information. She also told me that Michael's, the reason it's not getting stocked is because they can't find anyone, they can't keep anyone hired to come and do morning stock to get the shelves in a nice order because nobody wants to work those early morning hours. I was like, ma'am, they can hire me because I would play with yarn for money all day long. I would organize the heck out of Michael's, okay? Hire me. I will come in. I'm going to want more money than they're willing to pay me, but I will do it. Can you pay me half in cash and half in yarn? I want first access. I want all the yarns when they come in off the truck. For free. So, I digress. Alright, so as you can see, it is now allergy season. So my cough went from whatever was ailing me to now I have full-blown allergies. It is that time of year. The mold count is going up. And that's my main allergen is mold. And I live in a very, there's a lot of humidity here and there's a lot of mold growing on plants and trees and in the dirt because our dirt is really heavily of clay. So there's a lot of mold spores in the ground. So if you hear me coughing and sniffling and like I'm starting to get froggy, that's why. This is allergies, and my allergies will affect me till probably January, February, depending on if it ever gets cold enough to kill some of the mold in the ground. Yeah. Fun times. So anyway, Stafford was useless. They had nothing. Okay, I was frustrated. I also had a video planned for this week for Dollar Tree video. And I went to my tried and true Dollar Tree that is specifically a crafter's, what is that called? What is their brand? Crafter Square? They have a Crafter Square craft market in their Dollar Tree. And not all Dollar Trees have it. So you have to go to Dollar Tree's website, search locations, and then specifically click the Crafter Square button. Some of them will say freezer items. Some of them will say Crafter Square, like, etc. Okay? This store is known. It's got a whole half of the aisle. Actually, it's the whole aisle. Both sides is craft supplies, but the one half is not anything I do. I don't mess with floral stuff. I don't do wreaths. I don't do like glass jar type stuff or the little ball bead thingies. I don't mess with that. but the one side from end to end in this very long aisle is craft, 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 craft. And every time I've gone in there, they've had buku yarn, they've had amigurumi kits, they've had felting kits, crochet hooks, knitting needles, the little spiral knitting things to make a I-cord. Dollar Tree was empty. So I tried a second location of Dollar Tree, which was up next door to Michael's in Stafford. Nothing. I'm like, what is happening? And people are also telling me that some of their Dollar Trees are getting big balls of Red Heart. Kind of like they had the big balls of Premier Yarns. And I was like, okay, nothing. I'm like, is everybody waiting for a truck? And then it occurred to me after going to 2 Dollar Trees and Michael's, and then we drove out to Culpeper, and what I should have done, because we went out to Culpeper for Lucas. Lucas is my 11-year-old. He wanted to go out to a variety store. It's like one of those little antique shops that rents out little spaces to people to sell their wares. Lucas wanted to go to the store. He saw it when he was out with his dad one day, and he just wanted to go to the store. So we finally went out to Culpeper for that. And I was like, maybe while we're out here, we'll go to Michael's out here. And we never made it, because by the time we got done with all of that, I was exhausted. And I was like, no. And we still had some stuff to do around the house when we came back. So I was deflated, because the Dollar Tree video has now been completely bumped because could not find the supplies to do the actual video. And it was a fun idea. So, my beautiful daughter went to the Fredericksburg Michael's, and she's all, and I was like, can you just video chat me while you're in there? And she's all, yeah. And I was like, oh. So she picked me up a couple skeins of yarn. And she'd already bought this, so she filled my bag with goodies and brought it home to me, because she's, like I said, she's the best daughter in the whole world. And then, the day after all of that, I was like, I'm going to go look at the local Michael's myself and just see. Because she said they didn't have any big twist. And they had big twist you saw in the Stafford. No, I don't think I showed you the Stafford video. I don't think I took a video in Stafford. I took a photo. Maybe I'll put that in there, okay? I will discuss. They had one ball, one colorway of big twist in Michael's in Stafford. And I asked the lady, I was like, are you going to get any more colors of the big twist? And she's all, we should. We're supposed to be getting a big shipment in some point coming soon. We don't know when. I was like, all right, well, I will check back. So I was at the Fredericksburg store, which is my local store. They didn't have anything in the yarn department. So now the store, let me draw you a picture. And draw a big square, okay? That's Michael's. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so the back corner back here is the bathrooms are behind this, and this is the very chintzy yarn department. It's very, so back this corner, and then back here's like canvases, etc. A little bit of fabric here. And all the way in this corner over here, this corner, I don't even know what's in that corner because I don't go back there. That corner, it changes a lot. Sometimes it'll be like baking things, like kitchen supplies. Sometimes it's like framing supplies for like framing photos and stuff. And I don't think I've ever been to that part of the store because there's nothing over there that interests me. I generally stick to the yarn department or the beading department, which is up here because that's where my daughter takes me, and then seasonal's up here, okay? All the way back here in the void that I don't go into was a little rack right there. And it's one of those, it's flat bottom, but it's raised up, and it's just got like the wire around it. And it just had yarn in it. And it had two colors, you'll see in the video, of big twist that I was like, okay, well the gray was okay, so I grabbed the gray because at least I have a gray. And it was $4.49, and I know some of you were like, I never paid over $2.99 for big twist. I know, because I always got it on sale too. Trust me, I'm there with you. But on the odd occurrence that it wasn't on sale and you didn't have a good coupon and you needed that color of big twist, you paid that $1 for whatever, okay? So right next to, so this is where the big twist was. It was mostly empty except the 2 skeins of yarn. Right here was a stack of like hay bales, like the little square straw hay bale things. And I'm walking by, and at eye level, 2 of the hay bales are separated. There was pink big twist in there. And I went, whoop, whoop. Now, I gotta tell you, because little man was with me. It was just me and little man in the store. And so, when I found something, I was like, hey babe, can you hold that? Because I was filming, you know. I was like, oh, I want this one. Can you hold that one? And so he's, you know, he's almost as tall as me. I can't call him a little boy anymore, but like, he can't hold a whole lot. You know, I couldn't hold a whole lot. He's already got 2 cakes in his hand, right? And I was like, oh, Lucas, can you? And I handed him another one. And then he looked at me, he's all, you need a basket. And he walked all the way down into the store and grabbed a hand basket, and he piled his yarn in there. And he carried the basket for me like the true gentleman that I am raising. So, it's kind of cool. Anyway, so I found the pink. And now you guys want me to shut up and just show you the yarn. That was my story, okay? I'm going to show you what Juju picked up for me first. So this bag at Home Goods, glasses so we don't have to do the trombone thing. And I forgot they were on my neck. I was looking on the desk for them. Apparently she paid $6.99 for a reusable tote bag. And like I said, it's really, really good sized. Home Goods, people, Home Goods. Isn't this adorable? All right, let's see what's inside, shall we? All right, so I believe, because I don't have the receipt because she's the one that picked this up. I believe these 4 cakes are $12.99 each. But she did have a coupon. So, all right, there's that. All right, now what did we get? We got a Karen slice of anniversary cake. So like I said before, the anniversary cakes are like this big around. This is not that big around. It's small. It's more of a bite-sized slice of cake than a giant whole cake, right? And this is what it works up like. It's very patchworky, very, I don't know. It's not real pretty just by itself. I like this one because it's kind of, it's not Americana 100% because there is green and purple, but it's given Americana vibes. And what I really liked that Yarnspirations did is they have solids to go with the anniversary cakes. So they have this, which is very patchworky, variegated, and then they have solids. Now, like you saw in the video, my store didn't have a whole lot of anything. They had a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now, whether or not they already got the big shipment in and the shipment got wiped out already because allegedly they're the top selling, one of the top selling stores in the state, which I looked at it, I was like, I don't know how that's even possible. I'm in there, well, I'm not in there a lot anymore. I used to be in there a lot, and they just, the store's not put together. It's just not, and they never have merchandise. So let's read the deets. It's 250 grams, so it's 285 yards. It's 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable. It's a super bulky number 6, and it is really already halo-y, so I am going to predict it's soft. But there is a lot of, I don't even know if you guys can see how halo-y it is. There's so much fluff coming off of this from it being in that bag. Come on, focus. There we go. Like, there's so much coming off of it. So, it's soft. It's squishy. And I really love my anniversary cake in the rainbow colorway cardigan. It's soft, it's squishy, it's warm, it's comfy, cozy, it's beautiful. This yarn specifically splits. And I've had a lot of people tell me it splits. If you have a problem with yarn splitting and it just irritates you to no end, steer clear of the anniversary cake yarn because it's splitty. As you can tell by this, because it's already unraveling, and it's really soft and squishy though, and it comes in pretty fun colors. And I really like this one. It's really soft. Now, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm going to make with this. Because, oh, this is the color Playgroup. Playgroup. 285 yards of super bulky is not going to go very far, and it's a little too heavy for me to make like a hat or anything like that. So I don't actually know what I'm going to make with this singular ball of yarn. They do have the pattern for this little scrappy bag on here. I don't think I would use this for a bag because you see how pilly it is already. I just don't think it would be a good bag, but it's really soft and squishy. And I do have other yarn I could mix with this. I do have super bulky yarn. And if not, I can keep searching until I find a red that I like that goes with that. All right, now the next 3 cakes are the Karen Smash Cakes. These are Cinnamon Stitches colors all day, every day. Oh my gosh. This one specifically. The others are beautiful. And what I predict is that these are going to be fluorescent. Well, 2 of them are fluorescent. This one is not fluorescent. It does not fluoresce at all. The pink on this one fluoresces. Do you see how it makes it look like there's a white light shining on it when really it's a purple light? That's how you can tell on camera. Let me turn that off. See, the pink is fluorescing. The green fluoresces on this. That's really evident. The green is fluorescent. And this one just stays flat. See? So, to show you the difference between... Because it's really hard to display this on camera. See how the pink is just lighting up a little bit? And oh, but that green... Oh, that green is lighting up! Alright, let's turn the light back on. Enough with the silliness. So, like I said, these are the Karen Smash Cakes. And these are a medium number 4. These are real soft and squishy. They're so soft and squishy. Anniversary cakes are softer, but I think it's just because that halo that's building up on there. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I don't have anything particularly against Yarnspirations, like, at all. I am not a huge fan of the Karen cakes specifically. For no reason at all. I think they're beautiful. I can never think of what to make with them. That's why I don't buy them. Because I have some. I have skinny cakes, I have big cakes, I have had so many Karen cakes run through my hands, and I can never think of what to do with them. And that's a Jen problem. So like I said, it's not that I have anything against the Karen cakes specifically, because, I mean, oh my god, they're gorgeous. These ones specifically, the Smash Cakes, oh, okay, woof. I just can never figure out what to make with them. So when I buy them, oftentimes, I struggle. Like, I love a good variegated, and that's why I think these are right up my alley. I have a hard time with the self-striping yarns. Because you have to have the right project for self-striping. And so I struggle with that a little bit. I think a lot of us do. Like, we like the idea of it. We like the look of it. But if you don't have the right project, the stripes will look, like, patchy. And, you know, you get, like, hard jags where the color changes and all that. I did show you a little snippet of... See, this one, in real life, is much more muted than what you're seeing on camera. And on camera, I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. And then in real life, I'm like, that's kind of dull. And I know, it's weird. I think it's going to be beautiful in a project. Now, there is a colorway of this that I want so bad. I saw it in a post in my Facebook group. There's a black version of this. So what is unique about this yarn is, see this little black bit? That's what they call in the yarn industry zebra stripes, okay? I have only had yarn with zebra stripes in it from local hand dyers, okay? So to see a mass-produced one with a little bit of a zebra stripe in there, oh, it makes my heart happy. And it works up so pretty. It's so pretty worked up. So this one is the colorway Candyland. This is given primary colors though. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I would have picked Candyland for this colorway. So it says there is a knit smashing split ribbed cowl on here. And it says it takes 2 balls for that. See, that's what it looks like knit. It's very sporadic, colorful. Anyway, the black. Oh, the black. They have a black version of this. That's what I forgot. I got sidetracked. It's black with white zebra stripes. It's so pretty. Now, I don't want to work all with black yarn. No, 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 no. But on the display in the store, they had the black mixed in with like one of these colors. So it's like a section of the black with the white stripes and then one of the, oh man, it's beautiful. And I want some. I'm going to have to go back to Stafford when they get a supply in. And these aren't even, as of today, which is Monday, these are not even on Michael's website. They're a coming soon product. So keep a lookout, okay? And actually, I think if you scan that, it will take you to the pattern for that. So it's 432 yards. It is 227 grams. That's kind of weird. Usually it's like 100 grams or 200 grams. It's 8 ounces or 227 grams. Machine washable and dryable. Recommends 5.5 millimeter crochet hook or 5 millimeter knitting needles. Yeah. Candyland. This one's my favorite, so we're going to save that one for last. This one is the color Blackberry. And yeah, that's Blackberry all day. That's like the Blackberry with when the juice gets on your fingers or your clothes, it stains it kind of pink. Yeah, that's Blackberry all day long. And this still has the zebra striping in it. You see a little bit there. A little bit there. Let me pull that out. Barber pole striping is another term used for that. But I like the zebra. And some of my favorite indie dyers in the whole world do yarns with zebra striping on it. And they are some of my most treasured yarns. So this one is, again, the color Blackberry. Isn't that beautiful? And then this one is my favorite. This one is the color Turquoise Punch. And it's really close to just straight neon. There's teals, which is funny it's called Turquoise Punch because these are not actually turquoise, they're teal. Okay? It's light teal and dark teal. And some people are going to argue with me that is in fact turquoise, but to me, turquoise is more blue and this is more green. And then my light is, oh, there we go. We'll try that. That's a little more accurate. Isn't that just beautiful? And the barber pulling or the zebra striping really pops in this one because like everything is so neon. It's beautiful. Alright. That's a Jen colorway all day long. So that's the one I got from Juju. Now I went back. Okay. And they finally had the reusable Halloween bags. So this is cute. This bag is adorable. I think I paid $1.99 for the bag. Yes, it was $1.99 or $2.99 in Canada, which is crazy. This is a whole nother level of I found more yarn, okay? I found more yarn. I actually have my receipt. I had a $10 rewards. So if you take your $10, I dropped it. And you divide that amongst your balls. I'm going to take the deduction off. Let's see, how many balls do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 balls. So I saved like $1 something off of each ball, right? That's the way I'm doing the math. Eyeballs. Then they had these. These were supposed to be in a clearance thing. They were on the clearance thing. They were supposed to be 70% off. They didn't have a clearance sticker on them, so I didn't even bother to fight it. But I got 2 Fs for F-bombs. These were $1.99. I wanted to use them for F-bombs, and if you don't know what an F-bomb is, where's my F-bomb? These are F-bombs. I'm going to make some little F-bombs with some little turquoise F's. So, where do I put these so that I don't lose them? I'll put them on the Frankenstein shelf. Alright, now, this specific, let me move the yarn Juju bought off of the table so that I don't get confused and show you something twice. Put that back in that bag. Alright. I feel like I hit the jackpot, and that is such a rare thing in my store, because let me tell you why. I already told you why. My store sucks. Okay, they never have the new yarn. It's always really, and it's been like this since I moved here 12 years ago. They never have anything new. It takes them a really long time to get things stocked on the shelves. The store's in disarray. There's never employees. This has been a long-term problem. That's why when she said they were one of the top selling stores, I was like, I don't know how. I don't know how. All right, so. It says voucher. So they split the voucher up and they divided it between all of the products. I also had a 30% off of coupon, so I saved, I don't know, I saved a bunch. Yeah. Alright, so the original price on the cakes is $12.99. This cake. So I did get a second of this one. This is the one I just showed you a minute ago. This is the color Turquoise Punch. I got a second one because 800 yards will make something much bigger than 400 yards will, right? How many did I say was in here? 432 yards. So we have 864 yards between the two of them. And if I can find the black with the white zebra stripes, I'm going to buy 2 of those, and we're going to have the most gorgeous cardigan I've ever seen. If not, we're gonna try to find a neon to mix in with this. So I did get one more of those smash cakes. And then this is the Facebook group's fault, because when Juju showed this to me in the video, I was like, those look like they have wool in them. She's all they do. I was like, ah. And then somebody started posting pictures, and I was like, and then I saw it in real life, and I was like, that's a Cinnamon Stitches color. Because while I'm not a huge fan of orange, when you put it next to pink, orange, pink, and yellow, oh, it makes my brain so happy. I cannot even explain to you. Like, ooh. Okay, so this is the macchiato. The macchiato cakes. Say it with me, folks. Macchiato. This one is 227 grams, again, 8 ounces, 481 yards. It is a 5-weight. That doesn't make sense. The 4-weight, go with me, okay, which is supposed to be skinnier than the 5-weight. Oh, I gotta take my medicine today. I forgot. Today's medicine day. I forgot. I gotta go stab myself in the stomach. They're both the same weight. The fatter yarn has more yards. That ain't mathin'. That math ain't mathin'. That tells me that this one's thicker. They are the same thickness, folks. They are the same thickness. The macchiato cakes, which is a 5-weight, and smash cakes, which is a 4-weight, are the same thickness. Yeah. Like I said, that math ain't mathin'. So we're just going to go with it. And granted, wool is lighter weight. It's a lighter weight than acrylic. Acrylic is a heavier fiber. This isn't 100% wool though. And it's supposed to be fatter, so it should realistically have less yardage for the weight. Okay? Go ahead and correct me in the comments nicely if you feel that I'm wrong. But that's just... okay. Now, this is a hand wash lay flat to dry situation because there's wool in it. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool, and it's, hang on, let's lower the light again. Is that not beautiful? Does this fluoresce? Oh, it fluoresces. The pink fluoresces. You see the, hang on. We gotta get it at just the right, okay, that's regular. See, it's looking very orangey. Oh, come on. The pink is, yeah, there we go. The pink, you see that, how it got brighter here and here and here. That's fluorescent, baby. Woo! It's, you gotta get it just the right angle. It's fluorescent. Ooh. Oh! I just had an idea. Okay, hold up. Hold up. So we have, and I know that this is blasphemy in the yarn industry, okay? We have the trinket from Premier Yarns, which fluoresces like a mofo, okay? What if I held these together? Ma'am. Alright, so there's 437 yards here and 481 yards here, so it wouldn't quite stretch the whole length, but ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Woof. Alright, so this one was, did I tell you all the details on this one? This is the color Glowing Grapefruit, which I find to be a fitting name. Hand wash, lay flat to dry, 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Bulky 5 recommends a 6mm crochet hook and knitting needles. That is what that colorway of this yarn looks like worked up. That is given, oh my god, it's one of my favorite yarns. It's a Premier Yarns yarn. Where's my Premier Yarn bucket? I gotta go to the phone. It's given vibes of a yarn that Premier Yarns has out. Except they don't have that pink, but oh, if they did, I would buy every one of them. Let's go to Premier Yarns. I'm gonna search up on Premier Yarns website. Fiber content wool. Spun colors. That's what this is reminding me of, is the spun colors. And the spun colors is 65% acrylic, 35% super fine merino. And retails for the same price as this stuff, $9.99. Am I right? No, not, nope. These are $12.99 regular. So the spun colors, let me find a color that is the closest to that. This one. So that's the macchiato cake. It's definitely given the vibes of the spun color. I love the spun colors. The spun color stripes when you knit it, but when you crochet with it, it looks like a watercolor painting. It's so beautiful. Now, Premier Yarns, if you're watching, because this is my favorite color, the spun colors, can you give me a fluorescent one, please? Come on, please. Give me some fluorescents. I need hot pink. Anything neon. Anything neon. And wool. Oh! Cinnamon Stitches would be one happy girl. Alright, so with coupons and everything, I paid $9.09 for this. Because they used 30% off on this one, and then they gave me a percentage of the $10 off voucher. So this one was $9.09. Regularly $12.09, and that's so pretty. Oh, grapefruit. Alright, so those are the two cakes I got. And then, like I told the story already, I found Big Twist. I found Big Twist. I found Big Twist. Now, I'm not super like, oh, I gotta have all the Big Twists. No, that ship has sailed. And while I like Big Twist, it is not. Premier Yarns has basics, and to me, the basics is as good. It's really similar as the Big Twist, and I really like the basics. And also, I do not, exclamation point, love a solid color yarn. I don't. I like variegated. I like highly variegated. I like some self-striping. I love colors that fade from one to the next, like the the seamless fading. That is what makes me happy. It keeps my brain stimulated so that I want to keep working on it. However, the fact that Big Twist is a rarity and that it is not being produced the way it was before, and that from my understanding, and I could be wrong, is that Michaels just bought the overstock that they didn't sell, and that's when it's gone, it's gone. That's my understanding. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. And so when I saw that they had this is what I consider the Halloween colorway. This is the Big Twist 100% acrylic. This was Joann's yarn. Now every single Big Twist yarn that is on the market says, excuse me, where's it at? Dry flat. Machine wash, dry flat. I throw almost everything in my washing machine. Almost everything. Unless it's a high-end wool, then I hand wash it. I don't care how big it is. Because I don't want to destroy or melt something that has been so expensive to make, to be honest. And I know there's great controversy with the dry flat situation on all of the Big Twist yarns. Okay? Throw it in the washing machine. Throw it on the fluff cycle or something in your dryer. Don't cook it. It won't pill up. It won't melt. It's still acrylic. It's still plasticky. The worst that's going to happen is you might get some pills on there. But you're going to get that if you're wearing something anyway. From the wear and tear and the rubbing, you're going to get pills. Pills are inevitable unless you get Premier Yarns anti-pilling acrylic. Now, with that being said, I grabbed this because they had one, and I am neck deep in Halloween projects currently, and also the Halloween blanket that I'm making from Serdar. The gray feels awful. I don't like the way it feels. So if I need to use this instead, this would make beautiful spider webs around the border, because it would be dirty, dingy, dusty, and it would give it a more unique look. And also, even though it says it's a number 4, it's on the thin side, and I'm changing my battery. I'll be right back. I think the shelf life on my batteries is getting close to expiring, because if you don't know, rechargeable batteries only last so long. I used to be able to record for almost an hour with these batteries, and now I can only record for 45 minutes, and that does not work for me, so I'm gonna have to order all new batteries. Alright, so this is a medium 4-weight. It's 269 yards. It is considered their ombre colorway. This is the color gray ombre. I actually did a review on ombres from Michaels, Joann's, Premier, I believe at the time, and I think I did Red Heart Super Saver. They all had ombres out at the same time. I did a review, and this actually didn't work up like a true ombre, so this didn't get high reviews, and I really hated the one for Michaels. So with that in mind, it's a gray variegated kind of self-stripey type situation. It's got grays and it's got dark grays and a little bit of black. And I bought that just because of Halloween and because they had one. I'm going to put that over there. Now, there's a project that I kind of gave you a sneak peek out in here. Okay? There's yarn hanging out. This yarn was very, very, very busy for what I'm working with. Okay? And I'm not going to show you more on this project because we're going to wait until it's finished because there's still a lot to be done on this project. But do you see? I'm using purple as an accent color because there is purple in the variegation. But there's also pink. You see the pink? I know that I have this color, and I also have the hot and watermelon colorway, or whatever it's called, in storage at my storage unit because I packed away all the Big Twist. I did not anticipate, and of course, oh, that was a quick phone call. Called and hung up. It'll be fine. He doesn't realize I turned my ringer off. So part of the problem is I wanted the pink to go with that yarn, not purple, and I could not find any pink in my stash. I didn't have the right yarn, the right color, whatever. And I knew that I had this color and it's not exact, but that purple is not exact either. So if you see, the purple is a little slightly more pink, whereas this one's a little more blue. This is not the exact color pink. That's the pink right there. But I think for what I'm doing with this project, it would work. And I knew I had some in storage, but I don't know what bucket it's in storage. And I have 2 storage units at this point, and I don't know which storage unit it's in. I have an idea. So I just used purple, really wishing I had pink the whole time. So when I saw this, and this is the exact colorway that I have in storage, I was like, and somebody tried to hide it. They tried to hide 4 of these, okay? I took half. Like, if you're going to try to hide 4, I'm going to take half of them, but I'm going to leave you 2. So I grabbed 2 because I know I have some in storage. I really just wanted these for that specific project and nothing else. So I didn't need to grab all 4 of them. And at $4.49, it's not really worth the price to buy all 4 of them. So I got 2 of them. And let's see. It took off 76 cents on the gray one and $1.53 on these. So that's the pink. We're gonna put those over there. Can I help you, madam? Can I help you? She came underneath this chair and weaseled it. Oh, good morning. She wanted to see Grammy. Do you want to look at the yarn with Grammy? No, you just want to get on my desk. You cannot have that donut. That is not yours. Good morning, people. All right, so Ponyo's gonna say hi. Then, oh, and I told you, like, the big twist was in the back corner, that nowhere near the yarn. Ponyo, nobody wants to see your butt. Thank you. That's a good girl. Can you just stay for Grammy? All right, we're gonna slide. I love you too. I love you. I love you too. We're gonna move the camera. Hello. To this side of the room. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, it's okay. Don't get scared. Look at. Hey, it's okay. It just scraped on the wall. You're fine. That scared her. All right. So can you sit? Sit. Sit, ma'am. Sit down. Stay. Stay. I decided to take a trip up and down the aisles just to see what I could see. Ponyo wanted to see what she could see too. And I'm going to take a drink, okay? I saw a video from somebody who I don't even watch. I don't even know who she is. She was talking about new colors of the Posh Pearl, and I was like, what? If you guys recall, when they released the Posh Pearl, it was all like the Easter pastel colors. And I was like, I just want some bright, bright neon colors. Because Posh at Joann's had the fluorescent pink. And they had this beautiful, you got down now? This beautiful turquoise color. And like, oh, just beautiful colors, right? And while I'm not dissatisfied, you know what? Let me grab one because they're right here. Okay, a couple. One moment. Calls. All right. So like I said, they brought out this was supposed, I didn't have good things to say about this when it released. I'm going to be real honest with you. They released the Posh Pearl, which was supposed to be an exact replica of the Posh from Big Twist, okay? And I felt it and I was like, that's not the same. And I did a side-by-side comparison in that video. It feels different. It really feels different. And I called that out. The texture on the yarn even looks different. It looks more, I don't, jagged almost. It's not, but it doesn't look, it looks more like what I imagine, or what I picture when I see Bernat blanket yarn. It looks kind of like, you know. And so first of all, the pastel were beautiful. I was really happy to try it out and to do a review on it. I have not used these yet because I didn't like them as much as I liked the original Posh from Big Twist. Okay, and like I said, they came out with the pastels. Someone said in a video they have new colors, and I was like, it's not on their website, it's not in the app. And I was like, is this person pulling our leg, or like, is this bad information? Because rumors swirl sometimes, and sometimes it's all crap. Okay, like the rumors are swirling in the toilet. All right, you know what I'm saying. When they released the Big Twist, no, the Loops and Threads Posh Pearl, it was in those display cases in the center aisle, you know, oh, here's new yarn, come look at it, right? They still have these in the center aisle at both Michael's locations I went to. So I went up and down the aisles just to see what I could see. And this was on the end of the aisle of blanket yarns. And I was like, that color's beautiful. Do you see the difference? Right? This is not on Michael's website as of today, Monday. This is the color Bright Blue. And it's actually is brighter. It's more saturated than what the camera is showing. That's pretty accurate. And because I moved you, now the light is on the other side. Let me move you guys back. As a Ponyo, she makes things so complicated. There we go. Now you're lined up with the light. That will help. So this is the new colors, but I'm going to tell you there's a difference in the way these feel. And they look different, okay? The purple shows it more. Do you see the texture on the yarn is very rug-like. Okay, it reminds me of a rug, like the, you know, the tufts. You see that? This is the new Posh. And while it still has a little bit of that, it does not feel like that. This feels, it's not bad. This ain't bad. This feels, it just feels different, and I don't know how to explain it unless you guys can touch it yourself. But do you see the difference in the way the texture looks between the purple, hang on, the purple and the blue? This is just softer and smoother, and this feels more like the original Posh. It just feels, let me grab an original Posh. Big Twist. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna cry. I don't know why that's making me so excited. So this is Big Twist. This is the Michaels. Oh, these colors look so pretty together. Wait till you see the other one I got. Okay, so this is the old one. It's like they screwed up and tried to cheap out with it. And then they finally got it right with these new colors. Okay, but okay. And they're not pastel. They're not pastel. Pastels, Debbie? Oh, that's from Adam's Family, in case you don't know. So Bright Blue is the new colorway. And yes, it feels like the original Posh from Big Twist. So much more than that other pastel-y crap that they had. Like, hang on, let me. All right, I have no idea which one is which, right? I can't tell the difference. Now, oh, I can absolutely tell the difference between the pastel ones. Yeah, I can't tell. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. So that's huge news for the Posh lovers, okay? So they had the bright blue, but wait, oh wait, they also had this one. So, and I already have the pink. I have no idea what I'm gonna make with these, but oh my god, if I find more of these, I'm buying them. These retail for $9.99, I think. Yes, $9.99. This is the color so bright blue and bright purple. And then this is the Strawberry Glow from Big Twist, but you got, hang on. My light's a little bright for the fluorescence. Look at that. Can you imagine the loveys that are gonna come out of these? Or a big giant fluffy scarf. Oh. This is like, I feel like it's my birthday all over again. And my birthday wasn't this good, so, I mean, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout at your local Michael's store. Big Twist is definitely coming. They got they got macchiato cakes. They got smash cakes. They have the slice of anniversary cakes if you want just a little taste of it, not the big giant ball. My little heart is so happy. My heart is so happy. So, yeah, it was a good day. It was a real good day. And this video went way longer than I anticipated, but I have no regrets because I wanted to tell you guys all the details. And I really hope that they continue on with this pearl, the Posh Pearl, because the original batch that they brought out was not it. And so many videos I watch where people are like, that's not the same. They duped us. This is not the same. This one is, it feels the same. It feels the same. Yeah. That's this, it's this, they brought it back. They actually did it right this time. Is the yardage and stuff still the same? Yeah, 233. 233. 7 ounces. I cannot wait to play with those. These are going to go over in my Posh pile. I don't know what we're going to do with the cakes, but I have more brightly colored yarn coming in because I was filming a members video the other day and I was in my upstairs closet because it was the quietest space in the house at the time. And I found a shawl that I made for myself. And you can see it in the thumbnail if you're able to see the thumbnail for the members video. And I was thinking, while I had the shawl wrapped around me because it was so pretty and I just wanted the comfort of it on my shoulders at the moment, that I really, really want a neon cardigan. And the colors that I used in that were just so beautiful. And so, while this project is absolutely not a cardigan, this was not the vibe I was going for at all. So I do have an order of more neon fluorescent type yarns coming in. And then to find this one and this one at Michael's. If you guys don't know, if you are new here and you haven't heard of my crazy Cinnamon Stitches self, my favorite colors are rainbow, like anything rainbow, and neon fluorescent colorways. It's just, I have ADHD, and when I crochet, it's one of the reasons I don't like solid colored yarns, because if I'm working all in one color like this gorgeous thing, my brain gets bored and it kind of goes into robot mode. If I'm working with a highly variegated yarn or something that's self-striping or something that has like pops of color in it, for some reason my brain kind of activates when the next color starts, when there's a color shift. And so I'll be crocheting along, self-striping yarn, right? It's all purple. I'm like, oh, purple. I'm like, can we get to the next? It makes my brain go, oh, let's get to the next color. So I crochet faster. I crochet more excited. And then when I get to the next color, like little serotonin bombs go off in my brain. Like, oh, we did it. You know, like little congratulatory little boom, boom in my brain. That's why I like highly variegated, brightly colored yarns because of the way that my brain functions. And I'm not saying that's a thing for all people with ADHD, because we are all our own unique little cookies, okay? We are not cut from cookie cutters. We're all little weirdos, okay? We all have our little quirks here and there. Mine is bright, variegated colors. So when you see me get so excited over the bright color, that's why. That's why. Because it makes my brain go pew, 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 the fireworks. Now, oh, I made it. That one fell. It's all right. We'll pick it. We'll clean it up. I have a rack over there, and there's a pyramid of Posh. And now the pyramid is going to get bigger. And I can't wait to see if they come out with more colors than just the bright blue and the bright blue and bright purple. And I really hope they come out with some more of this, because these were gifted to me. But I mean, oh, neon green. Neon green needs to come out. I need fluorescent green. By the way, this pink is fluorescent. These are not. They're just real bright, and I'm okay with that. And with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. But definitely be patient with the people at Michael's, because they don't necessarily know what's happening. They just know when a truck is coming. They don't know what's on it. And some stores get yarn way faster than other stores. Keep that in mind. Some stores don't get the new stuff at all. My best advice to you is check on the website daily. If there's a yarn that I've showed you that you absolutely have to have in your life, check the website daily and place an online order if you need to. Pick up in store, or, I mean, I hate that you have to pay for shipping, but it is what it is, and that's just the way the world is going nowadays. But I could not be more ecstatic with the bright colors and the actual correct formulation of the Posh Pearl, because this feels so good. And the new smash cakes specifically. I swore I got a blue and green one of these, but apparently I did not. I swore I got one. Let me check my receipt. Smash cake macchiato. Value cotton? They're calling the Big Twist Value Cotton. That's not... Oh, cotton candy. Big Twist Value Cotton Candy. Big Twist Gray. Posh Pearl, Posh Pearl. Mini teal chenille letters. And the ghost toe. Yeah, I guess I didn't get they had a green and blue one that I wanted. And I think instead of getting the green and blue, I opted for this one. Is what I think happened. And I have no regrets of that. This will make a beautiful hat. Like, I'm going to probably knit with this. I tend to knit with wool. I love knitting with wool. I don't mind crocheting with it either. I'm going to be honest with you. But this to me is screaming a knit hat. And in the winter time, I have seasonal affect disorder. So I have a really hard time mentally in darker weather. And I find ways that stimulate me, make me happier, is putting on something bright when it's cold outside. So, hat and mittens. Can you imagine? Oh, it would be so cute. I don't wear things around my neck because I'm real sensitive around my neck. But, oh, a hat and mittens out of that would be so cute. I'm not going to knit mittens, though. I'm going to crochet them. Anyway, check out your local Michael's. Check them frequently. Be patient with the people at Michael's. Michael's actually commented on one of my Instagram photos, which they never have done. And Yarnspiration ignores me entirely because I'm a Premier girl, and there's like some beef between Premier and Yarnspirations. They're like, nope, we are not commenting on Cinnamon Stitch. No, we are not. I'm just going to say this, okay? I love all yarn. I have favorites, but that doesn't mean I don't love other yarn. Me and yarn are in an open relationship, okay? They know I go out and experiment with other yarns, and they're okay with it. Because I'm loyal. It's fine. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.